What is up, guys? Welcome back to my stream. Oh, it feels great. It feels like I haven't streamed in forever because I streamed on Wednesday, and I don't know why Thursday felt long. And we didn't do much on Thursday. Yeah, we didn't do much yesterday. But my new gloves arrived, which is sick. They're Red Bull gloves, and they are so nice. And it always takes like a little bit of time, probably like a week of usage before they actually get like really in like the peak performance, because whenever they come they're really stiff. Usually they're really tight, not tight, but they are stiff. These are so sick. Let me put on the other one so I can show y'all. They are Red Bull gloves, and hoping to get a podium today. Let me move it to just chatting. Hoping to get a podium today. I am wearing the Red Bull shirt. I will be running the Red Bull livery. Everything about today. My practice pace was pretty good. I was able to set a 135.9. Close to, I had a 135.6, but last corner, the corner at Circuit de Ledenon, Circuito de Ledenon right here. I should go back to gameplay. Um, Last corner right here. Yeah, right here. You can kind of cut turn 15. I went a little too far out and I got an off track, and it just like invalidates your lap, right? But look at how sick this is. Red Bull gloves, and y'all can't see it, but if I go like this, I have the Red Bull logo on my stuff. So yeah, that is sick. Genuinely super cool stuff. Little Red Bull logo right there, little Red Bull logo right there, another little. I thought this was the strap originally, because these are a little sim racing tip for all of y'all. If there's anybody watching right now, if you guys look up sim racing gloves, you guys will find some not that cool designs. Like, not that cool designs, especially on Amazon or whichever other place. I bought these on Amazon though. But if you look up sim racing gloves, you'll find some for like 28, 29. Some are like $30, and they don't look that cool. It's just like, the weird thing is that there's like one brand, it's called Solo Queen. It's like, what's that supposed to mean? Like, it's not that um I don't want to like have something that says that, right? I want something that represents my brand, or not even just my brand, but me as a person, right? So yeah, but these gloves are absolutely sick. Yeah, and on the topic that I was talking of, a tip for y'all is these are motocross gloves or KTM, whichever one. I know Red Bull KTM is a MotoGP team. These are for motocross or like dirt biking. Huge tip for y'all. Just buy those instead. They're basically the same thing. My Honda racing gloves had lasted me what, like 2.5 years since I started sim racing, and I just replaced them with these because they started ripping. But yeah, the cool thing is that this is rubber, so it's grippy. So is the KTM Powerwear. This is also grip, so we have that. but but yeah, in general, just this is the way to go. Like, if you don't want to damage your wheel and you want to have better fidelity, not fidelity, but better feel, more control over the car, not damage your wheel, your hands don't get all sweaty and on the wheel, because your sweat on the wheel damages the wheel over time. So, yeah, just absolutely sick stuff. And it's a change. I've been driving with the Honda HRC racing gloves for a while. Of course, there was no real like sentimental value. Of course, to the wheel, probably there would probably be some some hesitation, but then also it's like you're upgrading. It's like, at least to me, if it was a car, maybe, right? Because with a car, you like drive it around, and whenever you get a new one, it's not so much of an upgrade as it is something else, right? But with a steering wheel, it's just like all of my gear. I love this so much, but it's just like, to me, if I'm gonna upgrade, I'm not gonna really hesitate that much. And this was the same thing. Like, yeah, I've driven with other racing gloves for a long, long time, but these are like way cooler, and they have the Red Bull thing. Oh yeah, I can just go like that. But yeah, see, there's a little Red Bull logo right there. Sick stuff. But yeah, we are racing the Mazda MX-5 at Circuito de Ledenon, and I've practiced quite a lot. I'm gonna register and join practice. I heard somebody outside. Can y'all? I don't know if it's by my perspective, but I don't think y'all can see outside. But yeah, absolutely sick stuff. It's gonna be a great race. I have triple checked everything. My internet connection is flawless. Um, all of those connectors, nothing should happen anymore. It's happened twice ever since I started streaming, and I think it's just like something in OBS or something decides to go off, and it just like goes like that. But overall, great stuff. I want to see if it's working properly on the stream. I'll check it on my phone. There it is. It's like a 7-second delay. There we go. All right, that's sick. It is like there's no like grip on the little thing, but also like whenever you usually would have like a little conductive, you have a little conductive patch right here where it would detect the it would detect the thing. Your phone detects the thing. This one you have to kind of press a little hard so it detects it. Oh, you guys can hear the dog. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can hear that, right? Okay. That's not I need to change up the settings on my microphone so it's only like nearby. Which I don't think you guys can hear too much. Yeah, I'm not in YouTube anymore. I will use this practice to my most utmost advantage. I will drive until okay. I will drive until we have to go into quali or practice quali. I'll talk to you guys after that. I do want to use this to, again, my utmost advantage. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
Got it, like car on the right.
Oh, scammers all day. Calling my phone. I don't know what they want. And it's like recently, like they've really been about it. I should probably get out of the track. But dang. And appreciate Das Hoppers for the follow. But yeah, I see you. Appreciate that, my guy. Yeah, I don't know how much is left on practice here. 3 minutes, I think. I'll do a couple more laps. What we do have to get right is braking markers, exactly where to brake. I'm trying to push the car too far past the limit, and I end up spinning a lot of the time. So yeah, I will do a couple more laps, and then I will talk to you guys after. And my phone's about to die. Yeah, so just pushing the car a lot. And I am going to do not disturb this thing. Yeah, I just want to remove all distractions from the race. Put that a little bit far, because even if I have it right next to me, even though I have it muted, it vibrates. And if you guys follow me on TikTok, you guys who follow me on TikTok will have seen this. There's a rim right here. It is a 19-inch rim, I think. Yeah, and it's right here. So even though my phone would be in do not disturb and vibrate, it's gonna vibrate and the rim's gonna create a million times more noise than just the ringtone. And I want to be fully locked in on the race. It's a very important race for me, just not just because like I have sentimental value to the circuit, because there's no real sentimental value to the circuit. It's just every race is an important race because it's a chance for me to improve and become better. It's a chance for me to end on the podium. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I'll join practice right now. So I did that little rev bomb there because I wanted to see if my steering wheel's haptic feedback was working, and it was not. So I just turned it on and back on. That's what that little scary noise was. I say scary noise because for sim racers, it is effectively a scary noise. It's still not working. Usually it's a matter of iRacing rather than my steering wheel, so I guess we'll just have to do without haptic feedback, which is a big part of the drive. But I will do my 3 laps and I will talk to you guys after quali. Um, hoping to set a 135.9. We will set a 135.9.
flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Set a 36,280. And spun out on that corner. It'll definitely be a chaotic race, but I'm 100% sure if we can survive the first stages of the race and just stay in position, no risk, full push, we are golden for this race. We are starting second, and we held pole position for a while. Set a 36.2. He also set a 36.2. Oh, I didn't even know. Shoot, that's sick. All right, man. I had been looking for something like that for a while because sometimes I want to congratulate people on like defending and attacking really well, and I couldn't find it. But that's sick. But yeah, it is competitive, but it's not. See, the top five, no, top four are all pretty close. 36.2, 36.2, and then it's me, and so the guy in first and me are very close. 30 milliseconds is the one that separates us. What is this? Click this button to indicate your team. Yeah. I am happy with that 36.2. And I do think lap 2 was going to be worse. That they don't count lap 2 if it's worse, right? But it's a first place has a 36.25. I have a 36.28, and then the guys in third and fourth are a little far. They're 400 milliseconds far. It's not a lot, but it's almost half a second. So they are 136.6. Okay. 136.67 and 136.75. So they are pretty close, but not that close to us. And then the guy who's in fifth is much farther. He's a 37.6, 137.6. And then sixth place is a 138.61. So half a second within them of time. And then there's the guy in seventh place. I do believe it's a very difficult circuit for people to qualify on, which is a great thing for me. And I just saw. Oh, okay. I thought we had dropped down to third. No, we're good. But yeah, very difficult circuit for people to qualify on. As sixth place to third to seventh place, it is a huge gap. Around what, 3 seconds? Yeah, it goes from a 138.06 to a 141.01. Whew, all right, so I will grid the car. Normally, I would leave the microphone here. Yeah, I'll probably leave the microphone here just for purposes. I'll move it a little to the side, but y'all can still hear me well. And I will talk to you guys after the race. All right, let's go.
The estimated strength of field is 969. Green, green, green. Right side, the next car's the leader. Keep to the left, there's an incident behind. Clear on the right. Left side, clear. Right side, clear.
Oh. What the?
Clear. Car on your left.
Who brakes in that zone?
Side. Keep to the right.
Move.
Clear. We got damage on the front end. You've got wheel damage.
Oh, actually. What is wrong with this guy?
The leader's pitting now.
I can drive with the damage, but There's definitely an effect on handling. But who brakes in that zone? You're not supposed to brake there. But yeah, the car is... It's not broken entirely, and we can recover. He did pit, so he's gonna come out dead last, which is not the best. But the guy in third place is probably screaming right now.
Go right. There's an incident ahead. Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there. Still there. That was your fastest lap of the session. Keep to the right. You're in fifth. Clear on the left.
Oh, that was so close.
The leader did up 37.622. You're now in third. You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. You got a slow car on the right. All right, there's the checkered flag. Nice run, solid work.
Woo! Third place. Great stuff. Started second, ended third, and I am completely happy with that. Who was fourth? Miguel Cruz. Yeah, he started right behind me. Wow, what a great race. Oh, this guy crashed into him, but when did they crash into each other? Because that was so crazy. Yes, right here. Look. Up there, right? Okay. Put it on me. Javier Reyes. Who was directly in front of me? Miguel Cruz? Yes. Look at this right here. They're fighting that I hate fighting in this corner because it's a difficult corner to take normally. Where did it happen? See, his car starts sliding. Just boom. Wow. And then his car was absolutely damaged. If you guys see it right now, the whole front end is gone. Not gone, but like... Is there like a front... roll bar? Probably, it probably shows up on roll bar. Nope. That's a sick camera though. I didn't know they had this one yet. Not gyro. Where's the chase? Dang, you can't even see it on the blimp, but the front bumper is very much destroyed, but what a good race. Like, we dropped down to 8th place. Started second, dropped down to 8th after somebody crashes into us. That here's what I will say, right? Yes, it's a hard, like, let's see. And put it on chase. Far chase. And let me take off the results. So look, right here, this car was battling absolutely... Is that Miguel Cruz? My laptop's about to die. But is that him? No, that's not him. But, so look, right here. I am questioning, as of here, to break. No, it wasn't here. It was at another time, but I don't like to let's see. Yeah, it wasn't this lap, but I don't like to attack on this corner. And look, right here, you take it absolutely flat out. I am Dang it, he was first. There's nobody in front of us, but see, this guy was 10th place at the time or 5th place or something. Right here. That corner, you take it flat out. You brake at the apex. It is a very sketchy corner to do, but look, right here, I almost guarantee you he's gonna not brake. See, no brake. See, no, he didn't even brake. He's one of those that doesn't brake on the thing. But yeah, see, no braking. But then you go over here and then Miguel Cruz, who it surprised me that he braked there because he was in first place. But look, I did not expect that. I was going in with 1,000,000 miles per hour faster than him. He brakes. And look. So my trajectory, my car's trajectory, let me go back, is directly on the apex. As I see his lights, I try to turn away, so my corner is not there anymore. I give him a tap, and I don't know what happened, but his car fully spun around. My wheel is damaged. My front end is damaged. And I'm over here trying to get out because we are losing position. We had a gap of around 8 seconds when we were right there. We had a gap of 8 seconds, right? It's a pretty long time. If he had not gotten in my way right there, I could have came in out first place. But his car hits mine, and it stays sliding. he wouldn't like. Of course, he has no control over his car at the time, right? But then we contact there. I'm in reverse. I did come out in front of him though, which was good, and that's when a car also over here on this screen. But he went to the pits. I wasn't gonna go to the pits unless it was extremely necessary. I don't like to go to the pits. It takes so long to go to the pits. It takes like 9 minutes for them to fix everything. It's really boring, but plus 0.03 safety rating. We are 22 safety rating away from getting out of rookies. And Abel Vicardi, he started. I didn't know he started third. Oh, yeah, because we spun out on the second lap. Let me get my phone. That makes sense, actually. See, just what I was talking about. They called me 7 minutes ago. Check something real quick. Great stuff, man. Absolutely great stuff. What a great race. Oh, another podium. And this guy's already out of rookies. See, this is what I want to show y'all, right? In Gran Turismo, I drove Gran Turismo for a long time. Not for it was like two years. I love that in Gran Turismo. So one thing that I wish Gran Turismo did more is races in the rain. Races in the rain. I can't tell you how much I love racing in the rain. It is just like it is an actual telling of who is the fastest driver. Racing in the rain is so fun. You're constantly under basically no control of the car, which is pretty fun whenever you're like actually racing well and with good people. It is one of my favorite races was Suzuka Circuit variable heavy rain in 1990s Super GT cars. That was probably one of my favorite races I've ever done. And yeah, just great stuff. Racing in the rain is so fun. It's like a lot of people are like, "Oh, but isn't it more dangerous? Like isn't it like oh, the cars are like going slow?" No, it's really fun. Like and for somebody who doesn't have the passion of racing, of course it's not going to be fun because to them it's going to be like why do I want to risk that, right? But then to me who I love going fast and I will say I drove Super Formula in the rain one time. If you have because I didn't like Spa Francorchamps is one of my favorite racetracks. So during the Belgian Grand Prix, I didn't really like in Formula 1 that they just basically yellow flagged the entire race, didn't do much really at all and just called that a race. Like it was so boring. It lasted so long. I woke up early to see that race, and I even told my parents to go early to church so I could see it. And then it just didn't because the race ended up lasting like 2 hours, something like that. It took so long. It had been red flagged, so whenever I left, it hadn't even started. But this is what I wanted to talk about. Rainmaster. This is sick. And I believe there's test drive, but yeah, it's just races with GT3 in the rain at super cool racetracks. Like this is Spa Francorchamps. I don't know about Summit Point. Summit Point is I don't know. This doesn't seem adequate for GT3. Mount Panorama, great stuff. Autodromo Jose Carlos Place is Interlagos, which is Interlagos with rain in GT4 cars. This is GT3 cars, but I've raced it with GT4. possibly one of the best combos I've ever seen. And this is just such a good racetrack. Like it's so it like this what license do I need? Yeah, as soon as I get out of rookies, I will buy a whole bunch of GT cars because I also want to race at the 12 hours of 12 hours of Sebring, 24 hours of 24 hours of Nürburgring. Um I know they don't have Le Mans here, but they do have Petite Le Mans that it's like I think it's 4 hours of Road Atlanta. So that's sick. This one, Ligier JSP320. I've heard of this one before. It's an LMP3. I thought it was an LMP2. Oh, also, this is what I saw. Now that I have the iRacing Companion app, which is a game changer, at least for me, because sometimes I'll be like, I'll forget because sometimes I'll drive like 4 different series in a week. I'll drive like I don't stream it all. Usually per week, I try to stream not the same thing, but around the same series throughout the entire week. And but for you guys don't see it, but I usually race a lot of different series at a time. I'll race the Formula 4 or the FF 1600 and the MX-5 and some other type of cars, right? But this is what I like today that I had not seen. Oh, shoot, you gotta pay for it? That sucks. I really thought that was free. This is what I don't like. The Dallara DW12 is an Indy car. Very, very nice car. I drove this one once. I drove it around Charlotte Motor Speedway. It was such a fun race. Genuinely, like it was really fun because the Dallara DW12 is an open wheel oval racing car. And overall, that was the first time, I think it was one of the first races I ever did on iRacing. And it was such a good race because my steering wheel was giving me so much force feedback and you're turning left, so my shoulders were hurting, which was really, really cool. Not because like my shoulders were hurting, but more so because it gives you a taste of what real racing is like. And it was just overall super cool because it's one of those racetracks where you don't have to brake. Because that's what I like about some NASCAR or IndyCar tracks, that it's just you like foot pedal to the absolute metal throughout the entire race, just going at it, right? But then once I saw this one, because I tried to race the NASCAR pickup truck last week, and it's just like accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake, right? Daytona, it's a huge track. There's no need to brake. If you guys see here, race duration is 10 laps and they give you an hour per race. I don't know why they give you so much time per race, but absolutely great stuff. I believe this is a DW12, the Dallara DW12. Also, Texas is no longer frozen. Like it is kind of, but there's like patches at max like this big of snow everywhere. Like some are bigger, right? But there's basically no snow anymore. Um, but I don't think did school. Oh yeah, definitely. School's in session today. There's like a million cars outside. But yeah, super duper sick stuff. Like such cool stuff today. A great race, got a podium, and we went to pick something up from Marketplace. We're always out and about, and there was a huge block of ice because last night and today in the morning it got like really really cold, like freezing temperatures cold, like 23 degrees. So that whole block of ice that had melted yesterday refroze, and it was so dang slippery. Like I get off of the truck and I immediately slip like that. I just boom. I didn't hurt myself, right? Because I don't know. I was holding on the door. I didn't feel it. It was so fast though. There was no chance for you to react at all. And then after I fell, my little brother fell. Who I say little brother, but he's like what, 2 years younger than me? No, yeah, 3 years younger than me. But I might race FIA Formula 4 today or tomorrow. Because no, wait, this is Rudskogen. I think the fixed challenge is at Winton. Yes, this one. Because I have mastered this racetrack. I've driven here so many times because it was such a coincidence because whenever I got my it wasn't my first win on iRacing. This one wasn't it. It was at Rudskogen, but it's like I whenever I got out of rookies in the FF 1600, I was I had been racing Winton for a week, and then once I got out of rookies because I got a whole bunch of podiums at Winton, I started driving with the Formula 4 at Winton, and it is such a similar car that there was a need to practice, but it wasn't like because you're like with the MX-5, I'll practice a lot to bring down my lap times because I don't really have a car to base it off of. But with the FF 1600 and the F4, it's just like such an easy comparison. Like you can use basically the same braking markers. What's really different is the FF 1600 slides a lot because you only have the side pods and you basically have no front wing and all of that stuff. Like you basically have no front wing, so it's not a lot. It's more so mechanical grip rather than aerodynamic grip because the FX 1600 basically has no aero. It's just like a shaped like a missile almost. Ooh, but yeah, super duper awesome stuff. Whole lot of activity in the chat, but they're bots, so it doesn't really count. Yeah, really nice gloves. I was gonna do something else. Yes, I remember. Let me close iRacing real quick. Of course, it opens up entirely. Nope. Dang. I'll take off my gloves. I cannot spell with these things put on. Dang. They got like, when you first use something? No, not really. Probably not. But like, at least to me, that I've gone through a lot of welding gloves in my time and gloves in general. Whenever you first use them, there's like some layer of stuff you have to get off, like on your first use. But yeah, what I was talking about is today we were driving home from doing something, and I was able to spot because I have heard of the Dark Horse, the Mustang Dark Horse, and it is such a cool car because I think it's the best street legal race car you can get for like a fraction of the cost, but it's still like 100 grand. Of course, they have like a million different specs. Oh yeah, it's $69,000. But I saw a white one, just like this one. It was so cool because it has the badge and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who followed me. I got two notifications that two people on Twitch followed me, so thank you for that. Even if y'all are bots, I'm not a big fan that y'all are bots, but you guys followed me. I can't like deny it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on all of my socials. TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram. I posted new shorts on YouTube and TikTok. So go watch those, and I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Great race today. I hope everybody has a great day. I don't know. Yeah, just everybody have a great day. You guys mean so much to me. Racing is everything, and so is streaming. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next